guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Thalia, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a huge announcement, which is that I got accepted into nursing school. I spent a year taking prerequisites and applying to different schools, and I got into 3 programs in my area that were really competitive, and I'm just super excited to start school in the fall. If you're interested in applying to a program, especially if you're a second degree seeking student and want to learn more about how you can pursue a non-traditional route into nursing, I will be making a video on how you can get accepted into schools and a couple of tips and tricks that I have for strengthening your application in the process. So keep an eye out on this channel for that. So in today's video, I just wanted to give you guys a background on me and what led me to pursue this decision and ultimately change my original career from journalism to nursing. So after graduating, I had a couple of different jobs. I worked at Sephora for a while in retail, then I worked at magazines, and my last big job was as a copywriter for a beauty brand. And then last year in 2018, I decided to take prerequisites to start applying for nursing programs in my area. So I get asked all the time what made me decide that I wanted to become a nurse now as opposed to when I was first graduating from high school, why I chose to do it as a second career. So I know a lot of people decide that they want to do nursing early on, sometimes even as early as high school. But that decision wasn't really as clear-cut for me back then. Back then, I was really interested in journalism. Writing came very easy to me. We had a class in my high school and I really loved it. So when I enrolled in college, I just declared my major as journalism, and then I never changed it again. I never had that kind of doubt or anything like other people had where they kind of flip-flopped between different majors and tried to explore different careers. I was always pretty set on journalism. But in college, I also had people that told me I should look into a healthcare career or that I should look into nursing because they thought that I would make a great nurse. But I was really stubborn and I didn't want to listen. I kind of had tunnel vision and just wanted to do journalism, and that's it. But I think what it really came down to was the fact that in high school I was really bad at science. I was in these international baccalaureate classes, which are like AP or advanced placement classes. They're just a higher level course. So I did a 2-year biology class in my junior and senior year of high school, and I did so bad. I was terrible. I got D's, F's, C's on all of the tests and exams. My teacher told me that I wasn't good at science and that I should probably just do something else. He said that he was just telling me that I was doing a bad job, and it made me feel horrible. So I kind of wrote off science as something that I just wasn't good at, and I didn't even try it anymore, and I just put it into a little box and put it away, and I didn't think about it anymore. And then I went with what came easier to me, which was writing, and that's how I landed on journalism. So I was pretty happy with that decision, and I did internships in college at magazines, which was really cool. Then in 2015, when I graduated, I continued to work in magazines, doing like assistant positions. I worked mostly with beauty departments, which was something that I loved because I'm very passionate about makeup, skincare, and beauty, as you can see from my other videos on this channel, and that's probably something that will never change. But I think what changed for me a bit was that I was seeking something where I could help people directly and directly impact their lives. I was able to do this with my writing a little bit. I would get emails and things like that from people that had read my articles saying that a piece that I wrote had touched their life in some way, which was really rewarding for me. But I wanted to like physically help people and really be there for them at their hardest time of their life. And so back then I kind of had an idea about it, but I didn't really know how I wanted to do it, and I didn't even know that I really wanted to make that jump until I had a life-changing experience. So then in 2017, I had 2 very sick family members that were in the hospital, and I had never really been in the hospital before that. I never broke a bone or was sick as a child where I had to be admitted, and my family was mostly healthy up until that point. So Unfortunately, I never really had that experience before until that moment. My dad got really sick and he was only in the hospital for a month before he passed away from colon cancer, and that month was the worst month of my life, but also the most eye-opening. It was really hard being in the hospital while my dad was that sick because I felt very powerless and like there was nothing that I could do. But what I did try to do was just spend as much time with him there as I could. And when I was in the hospital, it was very eye-opening for me to see all of the things that nurses do every day to treat both the patients and offer support to the families going through that grieving process. I just had so much respect and admiration for how they were caring for my family members and also just helping me out with navigating that whole situation. They were just always checking on me and making sure that we were okay and everything, and just like little things like that really opened up my eyes into how important nurses are, and it was just something that I really wanted to be a part of after that. I felt like I wanted to help people get through the worst time of their life, and I just wanted to make a difference. Even if I couldn't make a difference in the whole world, I could make a difference in my community by becoming a nurse. I think it was really surprising for me because it was something that I didn't expect to ever really seek out of my career, but after that it kind of just became like something that I needed to do. Then after that I kind of started researching how I could become a part of the healthcare field through nursing, and I came across these accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing programs where, as I mentioned before, if you have your degree in another field, you can get your BSN in as little as 1 year. So then I stopped working in March of 2018, and then I started my nursing school prereqs in May 2018. So from May 2018 to May 2019, I started taking prerequisites to get into nursing school. I took them in anatomy and physiology, psychology, sociology, microbiology, chemistry 1, chemistry 2, nutrition, ethics, and I think I might be leaving something out. I can't really remember right now, but I took a bunch of classes to try to get my transcript up to date because in college when I went the first time, I didn't take like really any science classes at all. I think I only took like Planet Earth or something like that. Like I was trying to get the easy science requirement out of the way, and I didn't want to like go with like a hard science or anything like that. So I had to start from scratch. I had nothing. I was super nervous to take on all those sciences, but I knew that I had to do them in a short amount of time, which was a year, because I wanted to get admitted by this application cycle so that I could start this upcoming fall. So I was already thinking ahead back then of like when I wanted to start and when I wanted to have my classes done by. And I was really scared to fail because, as I mentioned before, when I tried science in high school, it didn't work out well for me. But I managed to get all A's in all of my prereqs, and I think that's really one of the main things that got me into the programs that I applied for. So if you want to see how I went about doing that and my tips for studying for prereqs, I'll definitely make a video on that. And then while I was taking my prereqs, I just went through nursing forums all the time and really tried to do my research to figure out what nursing was all about and kind of look at the good, the bad, and the ugly to get a whole idea of like what it would really be like, or as much as I could. I talked to current nurses in the field, but even when I heard like a not so great story about it or something that wasn't as appealing about the field, I think nothing would deter me at that point because I just really was focused on trying to get into a program, and I really wanted to make this happen for myself. So this spring I spent it getting all of my letter of recommendations together, taking entrance exams, finishing up prereqs and all that stuff, writing my essay, and then I got accepted into the programs, which I'm super happy about. and I just can't wait to start. It is a huge change for me because I didn't study healthcare before, anything related to the field back then, and I haven't had a healthcare career or job before, so it's all going to be pretty new to me, but I'm ready for the challenge and I'm excited. So what's next for me? Well, in August, I'll start the program, and it'll go from August of this year, 2019, to August 2020. That's when I'll graduate. And then long-term career goals for me are to pursue my Master's of Science in Nursing one day, to become a nurse practitioner. And one thing that just makes me really excited about nursing is, you know, having the flexibility to be able to do something on the side as well. So I'll be working for 3 days when I finish school full time, and then, you know, you have your 4 days off. So during that time off, I would also like to continue pursuing my passion of writing. It's something that's always been really important to me, and I think that you can have multiple passions and you don't have to be boxed into just doing one thing. So I would like to continue to write in my free time and even try my hand at medical writing. So we'll see where everything goes. And that's it for this video. I don't want it to get too long, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope that gave you some background into my story and what I'm all about. And as we go into this new direction with my channel, where I'll be coming out with more nursing videos along with the beauty videos as well. But yeah, I just can't wait to take you guys on this journey with me. I just really want to show everybody that it's not too late to pursue something that you're interested in, or kind of change your path. And sometimes the path isn't always linear. You might not know what you want right away. You might think you know what you want, and then it turns out to be something that you weren't expecting. So if there's something new that you've been wanting to try or look into, definitely explore it and listen to that little voice in your head that tells you to go into a new direction. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Are any of you a second degree seeking or non-traditional student, or are you currently applying for nursing school? If so, let me know in the comments. Comment down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!